In this session, we will review the manifesto for Agile software development. A group of 17 people who were experts in different processes such as extreme programming, Scrum, DSDM, adaptive software development, Crystal, feature driven development, pragmatic programming, and others met in February 2001 to find common best practices for developing software. What emerged of this meeting was Manifesto for Agile Software Development, signed by all 17 participants. The manifesto is a symbolic agreement on four values and 12 principles. What did they say? We are uncovering better ways of developing software by doing it and helping others do it. Through this work, we have come to value the first value individuals and interactions over process and tools. Provide emphasis on people and their interaction among team members. The defined processes and tools used needs to aid the team with better communication with minimal process constraints. It's the people who respond to the business needs and drive the development process. Value 2. Working software over comprehensive documentation. Working software is the primary measure of progress. We need minimal documentation that would aid the development team in delivering the working software and addressing compliance and regulatory requirements. Value 3. Customer collaboration or contract negotiation. Instead of getting all the requirements upfront, emphasis should be on understanding the desirable benefits the requirements would offer and prioritizing them based on stakeholders and customers' consent and engaging the customers throughout the development process. And finally, the fourth value is responding to change or following a plan. Instead of following a detailed plan laid out earlier in the planning process, team would always focus on higher priority requirements. As and when changes are made to the requirements, they are reprioritized based on business needs and stakeholders' consent. By responding to the change, we are making sure that the products meet the business needs. That is, while there is value in the items on the right, we value the items on the left more. Now that we have reviewed the values, let's move ahead with reviewing the 12 principles behind the Agile Manifesto. Our highest priority is to satisfy customers through early and continuous delivery of valuable working software. The work is prioritized based on business needs and customer consensus. The team would further break the work into manageable chunks and takes a portion of work that can be demoed and delivered to customer within the set cadence. The cadence cycle is fixed. Solution is developed in an iterative manner and early feedback received from customers is incorporated into the upcoming cadence by adding or updating the work and reprioritizing them based on the available additional information. And if the need arises, there may be even a possibility of removing the features that were developed earlier that would not serve the business needs. Welcoming changing requirements even late in development. Agile processes harness change for customers' competitive advantage. Business needs evolve over time, and it is very important for the product that supports business operations to evolve as requirements change. Development team takes an iterative approach and work is reprioritized often as new learnings are incorporated. Similar to doctors responding to patient during surgery in an operation theater as new information is uncovered. Delivering working software frequently from a couple of weeks to a couple of months with preference to shorter timescale. The perceived value of the product uniqueness decreases over time as competition emerges. It's very important for business to be first in the market to gain the competitive edge. need to streamline the development processes right from requirements exploration through continuous integration and continuous delivery process to enable delivery of products faster to market. Business people and developers must work together daily throughout the project. It is very important to have trust, openness, and continuous collaboration between the business and development team. They need to be co-located, else business people need to be available to the development team when needed virtually to reduce the information wait time. Product reviews need to happen frequently to enable early market feedback. Build projects around motivated individuals. Give them the environment and support they need and trust them to get the job done. The emphasis should be on getting the work to the team and not the other way. Instead of shuffling the team members between projects, keep the teams intact with minimal disturbances by getting work to them. Individuals drive the work and not the processes or tools. The process and tools should aid the team in getting the work done. They should act as enablers and not constraints. Empower the team by providing autonomy with minimal governance. Create an environment of trust and openness among team members where they will be able to thrive and prove that sum is greater than parts. The most efficient and effective method of conveying information to and within the development team is face to face conversation. Always prefer to have a co-located teams as it helps to build the informal communication network within the team that is the driver for trust and team bonding. If it's not possible due to geographical constraints, prefer to use tools that aid more of informal communication. Working software is the primary measure of progress. Working software enables end users to perform intended activities and reap the desired benefits that were intended when the requirements were formulated. When the functionality is said to be complete, it's not from technical standpoint of view alone. It needs to cover the intended business benefits as well. When team starts delivering the intended benefits, it's always a win-win. Give more weightage to the leading indicators measured via working software by considering the intended benefits than just looking at the operational metrics. Fair retrospective would help in addressing the process and team shortcomings. Agile processes promote sustainable development. The sponsors, developers, and users should be able to maintain a constant pace indefinitely. Be cautious of teams overcommitting and getting exhausted after a couple of iterations. Environment need to help in maintaining the work-life balance. Success should be celebrated often to keep the team's morale high. There should be opportunities for teams to enhance the knowledge and pursue their individual aspirations along with the business goals. Continuous attention to technical excellence and good design enhances agility. It is very important to architect the system to support modularity, scalability, releasability, and maintainability. The team needs to refactor the product as it evolves. Else, at some point in time, you would spend most of your time doing the maintenance work than developing the new features. Simplicity, the art of maximizing the amount of work not done, is essential. Remove the work processes that don't add value to the product. As per Pareto principle, only 20% of the product functionality provides 80% of the value to your customers. It's not only about adding features to the product, but also looking at unused functionality that can be removed from the product as it can reduce the maintenance overhead. Flower with only few petals are beautiful. The best architecture requirements design emerge from self organizing teams. The cross functional, self organizing teams that are transparent in their actions can do wonders by bringing their unique expertise together and experimenting with various alternatives to find the unknowns and develop product iteratively as they gain more knowledge. Be like honeybees that have taken specific roles in a group to create and maintain the beehive. At regular intervals, the team reflects on how to become more effective, then tunes and adjusts its behavior accordingly. Inspection and adaptation is the key to success. When there are some findings that could improve the overall team capability to deliver more and make working fun, making sincere and persistent effort to overcome these challenges is a sign of great team. As Bruce Lee said, be like water, making its way through cracks. Do not be assertive, but adjust to the object, and you shall find a way round or through it. If nothing within you stays rigid, the outward things will disclose themselves.